Do you love pop-up surprises in the centers of your cards? Then you're going to love the new dies in the latest release from Crealies. Hello, I am Karen Hashik of Karen's Creative Cards, and I am sharing this video on my YouTube channel and on Crealies. Just look at what happens when this card is opened. See how that pops up and out? Almost looks like those butterflies are flying. The front features another new die set in this release, and guess what this one is called? It's the postage die frame there you see, and it's called Karen. And not just any Karen, it was named after me. I have never had that honor before, and I'll be using this die set on many cards for sure. The die set that creates that pop out is called Twist and Pop on the sides, and here are the pieces that you get. This is the main piece that pops out, and you're going to cut two of that. Then you get this piece here, and you cut two of these. Now I suggest good strong cardstock for this. I used some lighter weight, and sometimes the corner piece didn't want to hold and pop out properly, so I'm using 110 pound. I would use good strong. Then there's these two pieces here, and you're going to cut one of each. One goes on one side and one goes on the other. And then these are layering dies, so you can choose how many layers to put on the part that is going to pop out. Now it requires a minimum size of 6 wide by 8 scored at 4, and you're using a top folding for this. This is the minimum size, so when you do it, and this was this was a template I made, this will work. They overlap a little bit in the center. I suggest 5 by 7. I found that the 5 by 7 size worked best. It's of course 7 wide and then 10 and then scored at 5, and when you do that they line up perfectly and pop out. Now on this one here, I decided just for something different, I made it a little bit bigger, and so this piece here has a border, and that's the piece that would normally fit into a 5 by 7. But the one I'm going to create with you today is going to be a 5 by 7. And I have scored it at the top, and it's ready to go. And these are the pieces again that you're going to work with. So these pieces here, you just fold on the scored line, and I should reinforce those. And then these pieces here have 3 scored lines, and you're going to fold on those. Now this piece here is just a strengthener, so you're going to take any type of adhesive. For speed I'm just using a tape runner. That's just going to put that together, and that's just strengthening that piece there. Then these pieces here, you're going to fold on all the scored lines. And there's a couple diagonal ones at the top. And again, fold this one, and then fold the diagonal ones at the top. Whoops. And kind of make it into an arrow. Now these are going to go in here, and we want to put good strong tape on the side that, the shorter side. We're going to put good strong tape on there, and also on that little flap at the top. I think on this part here, I'll just use this kind. They're both good strong tape. Just a little bit easier to remove the cover on the white score tape. And this is the other side, and once again I'm putting tape along the shorter side. Trim that off. And then some good strong tape on this triangular edge. Okay, so we are going to put this in, to flip it around, and we're going to put it in so that this side matches up with this edge, and so that point is in the fold. So again, this is going to line up with the side, and this point of this arrow is in the fold. And then we're going to repeat that over here on the right side. So it's lined up on the side, and that point of the arrow is in the fold. And then we're going to lay these flat and remove this cover of this tape here, which is always a little more difficult to do. And then lay this one flat and remove this cover. Now it's really important that this sticks and stays stuck, so sometimes I add a little glue too. I wasn't having any luck just having glue. That just didn't seem to want to hold for me. But sometimes a combination of the both. So while those are flat, we're going to close this onto that. Press it down firmly, and then you can see the movement as these come up. It's going to pull those open. Now these here are going to go in here, and so we need good strong tape on both of the ends. I should really cut that. I get lazy and tear it, but then it's not even. And then we have this one, and we need tape on here. here. Oh, now let's do a better job. And these are going to go right in the center of the sides, like that. And they're going to pop up. And then we're going to, now if you were going to put any layers on here, which is the pieces that pop up, now would be the time to do it. I am going to finish up the layering, just show you the basic mechanism of it right now. And then we're going to oh yeah, okay. So we're going to put tape on the inside of this, the short side. And then that will line up right in here. And then we're going to put tape on the inside of the other one. And it's the short side. So there's a short side and a longer side, and we're working with the short side right now. And the longer side is the one that's on top. But both of them have layering dies to layer them up nice, and which I will do off camera. But right now we're just getting the mechanism going. And then I'm going to lay this arm down and fold this back. And repeat that over here. So the arm is flat, and I'm laying it, and then I'm laying this back on it, so that when the card opens, those pop up. So as we open it, those pop up, and we can decorate those. I am going to try to make a vertical one this time, so they're going to pop up like that. So I'm going to finish putting that card together and come right back. So I put the card together. I didn't figure you needed to watch that part of it, but this is the front of the card, and again I'm using the postage collage die set that's called Karen, and some beautiful silhouette dies from Crealies. And then when the card is opened, but that's hard to keep it, it's open so far it's hard to keep it on the camera, but can you see that pops up? It's with gratitude, and another pretty one because it's going up and down. I can't even keep all that movement in the camera. But here's another version that I did. This one is the horizontal. Again, a beautiful scene with those silhouettes. And then when this one opens, it pops out, happy birthday. Isn't that amazing, all that movement? I think that's really cool. So there's another new pop-up die in this one, and it's called Pop in the Middle, and I thought I'd show you quickly how to put this one together. This one just has a few pieces. It has this main piece and then 3 layering dies, and I'm going to put it in a side folding card, and I've chosen a 5.5 by 11 square, and you cut 2 of these pieces here, and they're going to line up in the center of your card. So when you cut it, you end up with pieces that look like this, and then you can do your layering before you put it together. On here, this one I just did 1 stitched layer, and on this one I did 2 layers. You're going to put good strong 2-sided tape on the outside tab of all 4 sides of both of them. Now when you cut them, you have to have the 2 longer edges in the center meeting up. So what I found was you would cut one and you fold all those down, and then you cut another one and you fold them up. So that's how I got these to match up, where the 2 longer sides, it wouldn't work like you know, without having 2 longer sides on the bottom. So this is how it's going to look when you're putting in the card. You have 2 folds out here, and then these 2 match up. So when you put them in your card, you're going to be working with this edge, and when you attach them, this is very important, there are 2 folds scored lines here, but your center ones, when you attach it, you're only going to have 1 flat. So when I attach this, I have 2 scored lines there, but I want only one of them to be flat in the center, lined up with the center fold. So I'm going to remove this tape. And I am going to line this up with the bottom. Only 1 flap is under, and line it up with the center fold, and just a little bit of white on the bottom and the top. And then this side here, the right side and the left side, you want to tuck both flaps, but you only want tape on the outer one. So I am going to remove the cover, keeping this flat, tuck these under with both flaps flat. Try saying that 3 times. And then you can see how that is going to pop up for display and lay flat to mail. So we're going to repeat that over here. Once again, the center ones, now I put an extra piece of tape here, and that's going to be used to put these 2 together. But for now, we're just working with the outside flap. And the center ones, we just want to lay 1 of the flaps flat, and I want to line this up to the center and up next to that one, and then I want this to be flat. And then these outer ones, again, there's strong tape on the side. while this is flat, I want to tuck both of these under, laying them flat, attaching just that end one, and again you can see how that's going to stand up now. Okay, so when you start playing with one of these dies, I always just take some paper I really don't care about, and I make a template, and I make myself notes, 2 flat on this side, 1 flat here and here, and I watch the Crealies video several times, make notes, and if you do it with paper that you love and the first one doesn't work, and many times it won't, you'll be disappointed. But if you get to play with some paper you don't care about, and then keep that for future reference, at least that's what I do. I won't remember 6 months or a year from now for sure how to do this, so I would rewatch the Crealies video and also look at my template. So I've taken the tape off of there, and then I'm going to stick those 2 bottom ones together. Press that, lay it flat one way or the other here, get that nice and tight. And then these will stand up for display, and of course you can decorate those with as many layers as you want. And here's a finished one that I did. I love this new starry wreath from Crealies, and I added some more layers just for dimension in the same colors, and added some more stars, celebrate. And then the front was made with another one of the new postage frame dies. This one is called Jetta, and I decided to put these squares in diagonally for something different. Hello friend. I raised these all up and used the same background paper for the frame, and then when this opens up you see a pop-up center that stands up for display and lays flat for mailing. I had great fun playing with all these new dies, and I hope my cards encourage you to give some of the products and ideas a try.